Hello everyone, in our last class we already completed our fourth chapter, that is planning. So in this class, in this video, we are learn about our new chapter, that is chapter number 5, named as organizing. We already discussed that there are 5 functions of management. In first chapter we had already learned about the 5 functions, like what are the 5 functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. We already completed the planning part. Now it's our time to learn about the concepts regarding organization. What do you mean by organization? As well as organizing, I must say, what do you mean by organizing? How you can organize or how you can manage such thing, or I must say, organizing deals with what particular resources should be done, in what manner, where it should be done, and how you can do or how you can utilize such resources. Or I must say, in organizing you must learn about what kind of resources, what kind of human resources, what kind of production resources, what kind of effect, all kind of resources should be used, as how it should be used. You need to know that how they need to be organized in a particular manner. You need to understand that these particular functions, organizing, is generally deals with that you need to coordinate with your employees, as in how you will direct your employee that do this stuff, do this work, do this production. It all deals with organizing. So let us understand with the topic organizing. It can be defined as process that initiates implementation of plans by clarifying jobs and working relationships and effectively deploying resources for attainment of identified and desired results. What does that mean? It is implementation of plans. You require implementation of plans by clarifying jobs to each and every person, as in to ask each and every resources, each and every employees, that what work should be done by whom. You need to implement your plan according to that manner. As in, for example, if you want to do your work done on the basis of commercial department, commerce department or some technical department, then you have to allot that particular resources, that how much person you are required to do that particular commerce transaction, that particular technical transaction. So it all deals with what kind of resources you are using and how it will be used. Clear? By clarifying jobs and working relationships. Clear? After laying down the plans and objectives, the next function to be performed by the managers is organizing. Whenever we do the planning, now it's time to organize our plan or to implement our plan. If we want to implement our plan, managers want to implement their plan, then my dear friends, they need to organize such resources in each and every effective and efficient manner. It determines what activities and resources are required and decides who will do a particular task, where it will be done and when it will be done. It decides about who will do a particular task, where it will be done and when it will be done. Clear, my friends? Thus, organizing means establishing relationships between various factors of production, and it is concerned with establishing relationships among jobs, sections, departments and positions. It creates a relationship between the resources as well as the person or to the whom the resources should be distributed, as it creates the relationship between various factors of production. What are the factors of production? Factors of production generally deals with resources. Resources like land, labor, men, money and material. So it all deals with the factors of production, or I must say the resources to whom you need to allocate such resources, whether amongst different jobs, different sections, different departments and different positions, as in which department require how much quantity of resources, how much resources or how much person should be required to do such particular job. Clear? Next is organizing is the process of identifying and grouping the work to be performed. You need to remember this definition too. Organizing is the process. What does that mean? Organizing is the process. Yeah, my dear friends, organizing is the process what kind of process it is? It is the process to deal with or to identify and grouping the work to be performed. Process to identify and group works to be performed. As in, you require to identify some same segment of group, some same segment of work, like for example, all kind of production person, all kind of production activities deal with the production department, all kind of sales activities deals with the sales department. So you need to identify each and every work group, as well as after identifying that work group, you need to develop them, you need to implement the plan according to such department. After identifying and grouping the work, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationships. So let's understand what that mean. Defining and delegating responsibilities. Defining and delegating responsibilities. As in, what do you understand by the defining and delegating the responsibilities? Suppose in an organization 100 workers are doing the job. Now it's time that you need to allocate some resources to each and every individual, each and every team. Suppose you are required to maintain a 10 teams of 10 employees each. Now you are asked about, as in you are manager, and you asked about your employees or your team members that you need to maintain, or first team A requires to do all kind of work related to production. Team B deals with sales. Team C deals with marketing. Team D deals with organizing or financing, so on. So it requires that you need to allocate each and every resources, each and every team in your effective, so that your output became effective. So till yet, what's the definition? That it's the process to identify the group of work which is to be performed. It's defining and delegating the responsibilities and authorities. Responsibilities and authorities. And after defining and delegating responsibility, what they want to do? They want to establish a relationship. They want to establish a relationship for enabling people to work most effectively together in accomplishing objective. Okay, what was that? to creating or to establishing a relationship so that your workers should do the work on an effective manner. Let's write that. Establishing relationships to enable workers or employees to work effectively. Okay, this is the complete definition of organizing. That is, it is the process of, it is the process of identifying the group of work which is required to be performed, as well as we need to define and delegating the authorities and responsibilities for each and every person to establish a relationship which enables the workers or the employees that they can do the work in an effective as well as efficient manner. Let's take a general example which is used in our general life or daily life. I must say the basic example is, I can say, suppose there is a function, marriage function, or any big event happens or maybe happen in your family. We discuss about the family marriage function. Okay, marriage function is the best example we can learn about what is the kind of organizing is used. Okay, in case of marriage function, my dear friends, there are not only the one single part is need to be discussed or one need to be planned or implemented. There are so many work distributed in small groups, as in you require to know about that, you know that which work should be allotted to the whom person to the whom, as well as what kind of tenure, what kind of resources, what kind of funding or what kind of finance allocated to them. Like in case of marriage function, suppose someone is dealing with all the arrangements regarding your pickups and drop facilities of your guests, someone is taking the responsibilities for lodging and boarding of your guests at your hotels, someone is taking the responsibilities of to bring the saman which came into the puja or to came into the occasion event, someone deals with or contacts with the panditji, someone deals with the structure, like what are the kind of stuff, what kind of decorators, what kind of event managers I need to work with. Some is working with the choreographer, some is working with the photographer management. So my dear friends, this particular work of marriage is divided into different groups, as in each group should be organized in a proper manner. Then only your marriage function will be properly done, as well as it will become a fantastic, it will be a great, or it will be a mind blowing for your event. So same thing applies to your organization also. You need to allocate, you need to plan, or you need to distribute your work into different groups, different segments. As in this particular work should be done by production team, this done by finance team, this particular deal by cash receipt, this particular done by cash payments. So all these stuff, when your work is divided into different person, then my dear friend, only those persons are responsible or accountable or answerable to whom you allotted such work. None other, other employees are required to answer for such particular mistake. Clear, my friends? That's why how we require organizing in our real life as well as business life. Clear? This is the concept of organizing. Thank you.